Good afternoon, children. My name is M.S. Somashekar, Sri Dilambir Girls High School, Sirigere. Today, I will take up a 10th standard English lesson from the supplementary reading first lesson. So, we have 4 supplementary reading stories. Today, I am going to teach you the first one, that is Narayanpur Incident by Shashi Deshpande, one of the famous writers of English. So Narayanpur is a place. It's an incident. An incident was held in Narayanpur. He wanted to bring the same incident before you because how he wanted to show through this writing, the author wanted to show us, make know us how the common man, even the students, teacher, their families, common families, fought against the British in their own way. We thought only the great leaders have fought. No. So great leaders showed the path. Along with the great leaders, so many common leaders, common people also fought against the British in their own way. Here we are going to say one such an incident from Narayanpur incident. This is the introduction for it. The year 1942, you all knew importance of 1942 in the Indian history. In Indian history, Quit India movement. So, Quit India movement. चले जाओ चळवळी. ब्रिटिशरे भारत बिट्टु ತೊಲಗಿ. This movement was held because on 8th August 1942, Gandhiji gave a call from Mumbai to start the Quit India movement throughout the country. As a result of that, from 9th August 1942, almost all part of the country, the people started a movement against the British, that is Quit India movement. A teacher in a small town, there was a teacher in a small town who was the follower of the Gandhiji. There was a teacher who was living in a small town who was the follower of the Gandhiji. Has been arrested. This teacher is arrested because he was the follower of the Gandhiji. As a result of his protest, he has been arrested. His elder son, 18 years old Mohan. So the teacher had a son, 18 years old elder son Mohan, and his college friend Suman, and college friends including Suman believe in a different form of resistance to the British. As a result of the arrest of the teacher, his eldest son, 18 years old Mohan, and his friends, college friends, including Suman, wanted to fight against the British in a different way. They wanted to show the different way to resist the British. His younger son Babu, aged 13, what was it? 13 years old Babu, and Manju, 2 years younger, 11 years old daughter Manju, are keen to participate in the struggle against the British. They are all of these people, teacher's son, 18 years old boy, his younger brother 13 years, his younger sister 11 years old, all are eager to participate in the freedom struggle against the British. The small children, school going children, also participating in the freedom struggle. Let's see what was the incident, what happened, how they reacted in a different way. We'll see this lesson. Are you coming, Manju? Babu asked. Who was Babu? Babu was the elder son, younger son of teacher, and younger daughter to Manju asked. Are you coming, Manju? Babu asked. She replied, Coming. Where? Coming. Where? Manju. Even as the brother and sister were talking. So while they were talking each other, Babu asked her Manju, "Are you coming?" She asked her. He asked her. She replied, "Coming. Where?" They heard magical words. They are coming. They are coming. They heard magical words. They are coming. They are coming. The children, like others, rushed out, heedless of the rain. So they are coming. How they coming? The children, like others, rushed out. They went out to protest against the British. Heedless, though it was raining, they didn't care about. They heedless the rain. They neglected the rain. Though it was raining, they went through the rain. Heedless of the rain. Policemen now appeared all along the road. All along the road they protest. The policemen appeared. They did not bother about the police. They did not worry about the police. The small children, school-going children, participate in the freedom struggle against the British in 1942 in Narayanpur. It was raining. They heedless of rain. The policemen would come out all through the road. They did not bother about them. Some of them walked in front of the students. Some of the students walked in front of the students. Some of their sides. Some by their sides. Some of them walked in front of the students. Some of them by their sides. But the students marched. How did the students march in the protest? As if the police did not exist. See how the students marched. The students marched so daringly, without any fear. How did they feel? Though there was a police all along the road, they did not worry. They marched. They marched. They walked as if the police did not exist. How did they walk or how did they march? They marched against the British as if there is no police at all. Actually, there were police all along the road. But how did they walk? They walked as there is no police at all. They walked in complete silence. How was the march? The march was complete silence. There was no slogans, no shout, just shuffle of feet, the drip of rain, and low murmur from the watching crowd. Usually, how will be the march and the protest? They are full of crowd, they are full of shouts. Isn't it? But this march is entirely different. The question we asked, why is the march is entirely different? Because this march is completely different because it went silently. Complete silence, no shouts, no slogans, didn't cry any shout, any slogans against the British or for the India. There were no slogans, no shouts, just shuffle of feet. Just you can hear the shuffle of the feet. Drip of rain. You can also hear the drip. The rain is drizzling. You can hear drip of rain. And low murmur from the watching crowd. Low murmur from the watching. So there were crowds that were watching. The crowd was watching. All the children are marching. They can hear their murmur. They are speaking themselves, not clearly. The people are speaking themselves among themselves, not clearly. You can hear. But the march went completely silence because there were no shouts, no shouts. No. So this way, the new way, a new type of protest, the children have planned. The children are planned. So the march went on the 1942 against the British police. Babu and Manju. Who are Babu and Manju? Babu and Manju were the children of a teacher. A younger children, his son and a daughter, looked eagerly for Mohan. They wanted to see where their brother, where their elder brother. Mohan is my brother Mohan. They are searching. Yes, there he was. Yes, there he was. and cream colored shirt. Where was their brother? Yes, their brother was there in front of the procession. In front of the procession, he was there. How was he dressed? He was dressed in a white pajama and cream colored shirt. With another boy, he was accompanied by another boy. Both holding aloft, both holding high the picture of Mahatma. Who was the Mahatma? Yes, Mahatma means both of them are holding the Mahatma Gandhi's portrait, Mahatma Gandhi's picture. They are holding like this. Who was holding the Mahatma Gandhi's photo? Mohan and his friend were holding aloft, a high Mahatma Gandhi's photo. Their arms must have ached, holding it up the way for so long, but their faces were expressionless. Now the leaders of the procession, Suman, one of them, they saw in excitement, had reached the barricade gates. The police officer, he was the DSP, Mohan told them later, came up to them. There was some conversation between him and students. The students seems to be arguing. The rain had lessened down, and the police officer took off his hat and ruffled his eyes. Once he laughed, showing all his teeth. But students remained serious. One of them handed him his piece of paper. He took it without glancing at it. He nodded. The students turned their backs on him, and one of them shouted, Mahatma Gandhi ki Jai. The others shouted back loudly. And then they briskly marched back the way they had come. Stop it. The students seems to be ours. Their arms must have ached. Their arms. Whose arms? Mohan and his friends' arms might have ached. It means pain. Why they have got pain? Because they are holding high, aloft. They are holding high, up. For long distance, they had been holding up the photo of Mahatma Gandhi. As a result of that long procession, their arms might have been paining. They are ached. They thought so. Who? Babu and Manju thought his brother Mohan and his friends' arms may be aching as a result of they are holding the Mahatma Gandhi's photo for long distance. But their faces were expressionless. Though actually their arms are aching, in their face we can't see their pain. Their pains were expressionless. They never expressed their pain in their faces. In the face we can't see their expressions. Now the leaders of the procession. Who was the leader of the procession? Suman was one of them. So many leaders were there. One of them leaders was Suman. They saw in excitement. They very enthusiastically they are saying, had reached the barricade gates. There was a barricade gates by the police. The police put on some barricades to stop the students for the onward march. So near the barricade, there was a police officer who was a DSP. Who was a police officer? He was a DSP. Deputy Superintendent of Police. DSP. He was a DSP. Mohan told them later, came up to them. They went near to the police officer. There was some conversation. Between him and students. There was a little conversation. There is a little conversation. Little speaking between the police officer DSP and the student leaders. Between them there was a conversation. They asked him something. He was telling something. So they can't hear, only they are seeing there was a conversation going on between the student leaders and the police officer DSP. The students seems to be arguing. By seeing it, their conversation, it seems to be they are arguing with them. arguing is vada, arguing with the police officer. The rain had lessened. The rain had lessened. Now, the police officer took off his hat. The police officer, after speaking to them, he took off his hat, ruffled his hairs, ruffled his hair. Once he laughed, he also laughed. Who laughed? The police officer also laughed. He argued with the students, he took off his hat, ruffled his hair, he also laughed, showing all his teeth. How did he laugh? Showing all his teeth. He means he laughed loudly, opening mouth. But the students remained serious. Though the police officer laughed, showing all his teeth, but the students seems to be very serious. One of them handed him a piece of paper. One of the students handed him the piece of paper, though he had written. He took it. The police officer took the piece of paper without glancing at it. The glance, just look. Without looking at the paper, what they have written, just he took the paper, unfolded and put it in his pocket. He never saw what was there in the letter. Just the students later argued with him. They handed over a piece of paper. It might be the notice to the British to quit India. So, but the police officer did not glance at it, did not look at it. Just he took the piece of paper and laughed. Glanced it and nodded. Not means like this. See, he put his head like this, nodded his head. Okay, okay, like this. The students turned their backs. The students turned their backs on him, and one of them shouted. After handed over the paper, the students turned over their march. One of the students shouted, Mahatma Gandhi ki Jai. How did he shouted? Mahatma Gandhi ki Jai. The other shouted back loudly. In the same way, the other crowd of students also shouted back, Mahatma Gandhi ki Jai. And then the briskly marched. Briskly means fast walk. Very fast, quick walk. Marched back the way they had come. Fastly, briskly, they walked back as the march was started. To the initial point they came. Seeing this incident, the students and the leaders were marching in the rain without the hesitation of the policeman, without the care of the rain. Just they went near the police. There was a barricade, there was a conversation. They made little arguments. Just they hand over the paper. Just hand over the paper and turn back so quietly. Seeing this scene, Manju and Babu thought, is that all? Is that all? This is the way of the procession, protest. Manju asked in disappointment. Why she was disappointed? Because Manju thought the procession against the British must be with violence. But how was the procession? Procession went silently, without slogans, without shouts. So she was a little bit disappointed the way the students had protested. What else did you want? What else did you want? They have done their job nicely. Then what then you want? A dance? A drama? Asked her brother Babu. This is the thing over. Then what else you want? A dance or a drama? Babu asked scornfully. Nevertheless, he understood her feelings, though he mocked at her. Scornfully is mocking. Though he mocked at her, he understood the feelings of his sister. Her intention was the protest must be violence. Asked Mohan the same question. He too asked Mohan same question when he returned home. While speaking to his sister, he mocked at her. When the Mohan returned home, he too asked the same question. Why did you go back so quietly? Why did you go back so quietly without any shouts, slogans, violence? Were you scared what police would do? Are you scared? Are you feared about the police? What they are going to do? For this reason you are went silently back? Asked Babu to his brother Mohan after his return. So next class will say what answers will be given by the Mohan. So what are the next their program for protest? Thank you.